If you're watching this video, I've just completed a goal that I've been trying to accomplish for over a decade in Entropia Universe. Let's get into what it is. Let's get into why my PED card has over 12,000 PEDs in it, and let's go over why that number is going to get a whole lot bigger before all of this is done. But yeah, if you're watching this video, this is literally all happened. I cannot release this video if my goal hasn't been completed. So here's what's going on. I'm buying a land area. Like legitimately, I'm going to be putting in over $10,000 to buy a single item in Entropia Universe, 10,000 USD for anyone watching this. And yes, I know I'm completely crazy. I'm out of it. And the craziest thing about all of this is I did not have to deposit to do this. I think I might be the first free-to-play player to ever buy a land area. I'm not going to go into too much of what this land area is or anything like that yet, because I want the deal to be finalized and all of that. But yeah, you should be seeing a video pretty soon, because honestly, if this video comes out, it means that it's happened. And what I'm doing right now is I'm probably doing one of the last hunts I'm going to be doing with some of this gear, because I've got to sell everything off. This is not a fire sale. That's one of the other reasons I didn't want to post this video, because if I post it and people know that I need to sell stuff, if people know that thousands of deeds, Calypso land deeds, are going to be coming on the market, it might actually like hurt the value of them. I don't feel like it would, but just in case, I didn't want to release this video until everything's all done and set. So yeah, I'm buying a land area. I just was adding things up with the split of the Calypso land deeds, with them becoming on Entropia Exchange and all of that. Their value went up a lot. I've got those Calypso plot tokens. I was adding everything up, and I realized I had just barely enough to buy a land area. The land area I buy, I think it's actually going to be on Arcadia. At least that's the plan right now. It will have some unique mobs and everything like that, so it's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, it's just like one of those things. I added the numbers up, and I realized that I just eked in there. I just had enough to make this goal happen. And the person I was talking to, like, I put out a post on Entropia Forum saying I was looking to buy a land area. I messaged a few people who I knew were selling land areas, and I got lucky. Someone was willing to give me a deal because they knew who I was, and you know they were just willing to help out. I looked at the numbers. It seems like this makes sense. Look, it's a risk. It's a risk because there's going to be the Unreal Engine coming, and that could change everything, right? My hope would be that it's going to make Arcadia more accessible, and it's going to make it so that land area owners actually are going to be able to make more, but it could make things less accessible, and this could be the end of Entropia for me. Like, if it bombs, I'm not going to go back to sweating. I'm just done. But I'm hoping that won't happen. It's crazy. It was one of those things. I didn't think I wanted to do it, and then I realized like this is what I wanted to do. This is the whole goal. Like one of my big goals in starting Entropia Universe, one of the goals that I had when I started this game over a decade and a half ago, was to be a free-to-play player who owned a land area. And through luck, determination, through trading, through a lot of luck, just holding on to the right things, which were basically Calypso land deeds, it seems like I managed to do it. Honestly, like it seems like this is a thing that's going to happen. And it's shocking to me, right? Like it's shocking the fact that I can manage this, but it seems like I'm going to be able to manage it. It seems like I am going to be able to come up with the PEDs. I keep running the numbers and they keep making sense. Like I keep just pulling out my calculator now on my phone. So when I first started playing Entropia Universe, when I was trading, I used to always have this like big calculator that I'd use because it made me feel like it was in the night. It was my dad's. It was from the 1980s. It made me feel like I was some like 1980s like stock mover and churner and all that. But yeah, I pull out the calculator, run the numbers, and it's like, yeah, that makes sense. The money itself is nothing like it's a bit of money, but it's nothing crazy, right? But like the fact that I'm actually going to manage to do it without having deposited it blows my mind. And I don't want to make this to show off, because I know some people are probably going to see it like that, but it really isn't. If you know anything about Entropia Universe and me, you know I've been playing this game for a long, long time. Like it is legitimately, like, probably by the time everything's done and set up, it's almost 2024. It's legitimately been like this avatar was created in 2007. So like we're almost at 2 decades, 20 years of playing the game, which is a lot of time. But to be able to play a game and walk away up by so much is insane. And to be able to make it in this game without being a depositor, like that it blows my mind. But it's the same thing when I look at YouTube, when I look at the like like I've got videos with over 500,000 views, and that's another one that I'm just like, Jesus. But the same thing, I've been at it for over a decade. Sometimes it's just like determination. It's just churning things out. It's just going, never giving up. And even if people say it's crazy, just keep doing what you do because you love doing it, and because maybe there's like a slim chance that you can make it. And it seems like an Entropia Universe. I just might have it. Man. I don't like, man. It's tempting to just not post a video, but I feel like not posting a video would be crazy, because this is the biggest thing I've ever done in Entropia Universe, by far the biggest thing. I owned a shop at Twin Peaks. I still remember exactly where it was. But this is bigger than that. When I bought the shop, this was my goal. So to be able to accomplish it, it's just like, man, even if they go down in value, if I don't make my money back, it is what it is. I'm just glad to be able to say, like, my goal, I hit it. Like, that's it. Not game over, but we've done it. Blueprint comprehension, like, I unlocked that recently. So I was just gonna keep crafting and see where that took me. So I've just been crafting, putting a ton of PD into it. But now it seems like we're gonna be putting the PD into something else. And for those of you wondering, yes, I do make sure I have enough left over to cover fertilizer for a while. But yeah, man, it is insane to say. But the reason I'm burning through this is basically I had the ammo sitting there, the universal ammo, and I need every PD I can get. So I figure I'm just gonna burn through universal ammo and see if we can get some of the decay off the gun, some of the decay off the amp, like the TT off the amp, and just turn as much as we can into PEDs. I'm probably going to try and keep my Ghost, my Vigi set. I'm going to try and keep the A203. I've already sold all my other amplifiers. I'm going to be putting my whips up for sale. I've got some, like, this is actually a pretty rare one, the Dominic's Original Cobra Mentor Edition. This is, like, barely ever sold. I'm probably going to be putting that up. The other whip I've got, anything I have that is not something that I can see myself using is probably going to be going up for sale. Even the stuff I have that I could see myself using, some of that's going to be going up for sale. Like, this is skin in my teeth that I'm going through. I won't even be able to buy the shed that goes with the land area, but it is what it is. Like, if someone's willing to give you a deal, and the thing is, the shed I'm probably going to try and buy later. Like, that's gonna come. Hopefully we're going to be able to grind our way out with this land area. Hopefully people are going to show up. I don't know. It has been a while since I've played Entropia Universe. I know a lot of people have been following me on my journey, so it's like, that's one of the things I wanted to make this video, because this is like the accumulation of the whole journey. Like, this is huge. I don't know how to, like, convey just how big this is, but it's like it's the dream, you know. Like, I never wanted to own a planet, because you'd have to give up your avatar. I'm not big enough to own something like FOMA, like, that's fallen apart, sort of, like Crystal Palace, like all the stuff that was owned by like a single player, controlled by a single player, it's been divvied up into land areas. So, like, that is the ultimate piece of ownership. And maybe a land area on Calypso would be better, right? Like, that might be the original goal, because planets didn't even exist when I came up with this goal. But, like, man, to get this, it's it's hard to convey. It's hard to convey just how, like, crazy this is. Like, if you've played Entropia Universe, I'm guessing that everybody who's watched this has played Entropia Universe, because why else are you here? You know how crazy this is. Like this is monumental. The fact that my PED card right now says 12,378 PEDs, and that is nothing compared to what we're going to be pulling out at the end. Like, the fact that number even exists right there is insane. But we're just going to keep going. We're going to get all those PDs together. We're going to buy that land area. And, man, on to the next adventure, right? Like, you're going to be seeing some more Serial Overdrive videos. We're going to be reporting on how that land area ownership goes. But, you know, you're going to be getting the truth. Like, if it fails, it fails. Like, this could be a $10,000 just disaster, and you're going to get to watch it. And the thing is, it's not going to be as crazy as anyone would think, because it's the money I've got in Entropia Universe is for Entropia Universe, period. Like, that's how I take it. Like, I really don't feel like the pot, like, yeah, like, if there's some crazy amount, I'd probably pull it out and use it to better my life or something like that. But for me, like, I'm in a very lucky position that $10,000 wouldn't change the way I'm living my life. It would go into a bank account and just try and earn money with it. So hey, if I can leave it in this game and, you know, maybe earn money, maybe not, maybe just have some fun with it, why not? But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm a faceless person on YouTube. I don't know if it I don't know if it conveys just how exciting this is, but I hope I didn't just do something. Okay, sometimes I see that and I'm like, did I sell? Like, there you go. You can see 27 Ds were sold. All right. So we're still selling Calypso land deeds. Yeah, we're still selling them. Let me make sure my price is right. That does work out, but every time I see this, I'm just like, I'm gonna mess something up. I'm gonna do something wrong. I'm selling them right now pretty cheap. I'd say 37.44, 37.45, 37.75, 8.1 for those new Treasure Island deeds. I don't know if those are gonna sell, but like you can see, like I'm trying to just, you know, lose the deeds as quick as I can. Without destroying the market. So that's one of the things I didn't want to do. I didn't want to put 2,000 deeds out there and just I don't know what the like I didn't look into this. One of the things I didn't expect to find a deal so quickly. But I didn't look into it. I didn't think, like, you know, I didn't run any numbers. I didn't see if it would like crash the market if I put too many out there. So I'm just slowly trying to trickle things out, and over the next month to 2 months. So like thankfully the person with the land area said they're willing to wait for me. But over the next month to 2 months, hopefully get all that stuff out there and have the PEDs together. But yeah, it's looking good. I mean, we're already at like what, that was 13,000 PEDs, and this is I think this is day 2 of liquidating myself. But man, it's mixed emotions, right? Because like those Calypso land deeds, despite the fact that they've changed and everything like that, like most of the lion's share of those deeds, those are bought in like 2010. I've held on to them for 13 years, and they've just grown and reinvested, and now we're at the point where we can do something else with them, and that would be buy a land area. But yeah, look, if the game shuts down tomorrow, well, if it shuts down right now, I guess I'd have the money. But like, if it shuts down, I've got the deed on me. That'd be a win for me, right? Like I win. That's it. That was my goal. Get a land area. It was never to withdraw. It was never to do anything like that. It was just get a land area and run it, Serial. And that's what we've done. Little Serial Overdrive is definitely happy with himself. I know that. Or should I say Outman? Daniel Outman Jackson. That's my Entropia Universe name, by the way. But man, that's yeah, I wanted to share because it's just like so many of you have come along on this journey, and to just pop out a video that's like, hey, I bought a land area, that doesn't feel as genuine as doing it this way. And I hope that people aren't going to see this as me showing off, because it really isn't. I want to share something exciting. I don't want to make people feel bad about themselves or anything like that. So hopefully that comes across correctly. And if it doesn't, that's 100% on me. That's not on you. But yeah, it's going to be a huge change. Like, I really don't go to Arcadia much. It might be stupid of me, like, not to just be like, yeah, let's go with Arcadia. But the deal, like, it seemed legitimate. Like, the deal seems really good. I'm hoping that people will be interested in joining me. Maybe we'll get some team hunts and all that together. I don't know. You know, I'm mixed there too, because I'm like, man, it would be like, if I get a land area, I should probably like do some hunts with people and try and like drum up some stuff. But then at the same time, I'm like, that's so like bullshit, right? Like, if I just am like, Lore Spade, like, Scotty, let's go do a hunt here on this place. No, I don't want to do that. Like, Lore Spade and Scotty are killing it, by the way, for Entropia Universe. Like, I've not left, but I've gone over to Rust, and I'm still gonna be doing a lot of Rust. Like, I'm not gonna put the whole channel into the land area, but when I do make Entropia Universe videos, it's probably gonna be just going over the land area, where it is, everything like that. Maybe I'll make a separate channel for the land area. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it just feels like bullshit for me to just be like pinging people and being like, hey, come now, let's do this together now that I've got something to make off of it. So I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm gonna try not to do that, because Lore Spade, I never made a video with him. Like, I did once, but I wasn't on the microphone, because it's just, man, I always feel bad about this too. Like, I'm like, I should just do it, but like, But then at the same time, I always have trouble because it's just like, to get me on a microphone is hard. To get me in the game is hard because my schedule's always been hectic. And like, I used to say that. Then eventually I had kids and it was like, oh, now it's hectic. And then like your kids start to go to activities and stuff. And you're like, now it's hectic. And I don't know what the next stage is, but honestly, at some point, like if I don't get to retire, I'm not going to be happy. But yeah, it's just always so hectic. And like right now I'm in a place where I've got like a room and all that, but I don't have the time. And like before I had the time, but I didn't always have the room, because that's the word. Like some people are fine with it, no hate, but like sometimes it's like, I don't want to be making a video and have like the TV going on in the background while people watch, or like just have that ambient background noise going. I like to do it in a room. So I finally got enough money that I can have like a little room dedicated to gaming and sort of like a study, right? And now I don't have the time. Go figure. And then we'll see. Hopefully coming up. This is one of the things too. I don't want to go into it too much, but I had a pretty big opportunity in real life to take some time to myself, to not to myself, but like to take some time away from work, extended period, if you will. And that means I can pursue some of this stuff more. I can spend more time with my family, and it's just like so relaxing. That's like the craziest thing about it. Like I always had like this is getting a little personal, but I had like a slightly elevated blood pressure. Nothing like deadly, right? Like I'm not talking like 140, 130, 160, whatever it was. It would be if I was like super stressed, maybe we get into the 130s, but normally I was sitting around like upper 120s, and maybe at night it goes down to almost normal. And just recently, it's like after I like made this decision, took some more time, started being a little bit more relaxed and not worrying about work because I don't have work. All of a sudden it's back to normal. And it's like, oh, like I was trying all this stuff. I'm trying these diets, and it would be like measuring stuff too, right? Like I'm like, all right, I lose weight, like goes down a little bit. All right, that's good. Eat this, it goes down a little bit. Eat this, it goes up a little bit. I'm like, okay, now we know this, and like getting all these diets and like, losing weight, putting on weight, seeing what was going on, like what worked, what didn't. And then just the second I stop working, it goes back to normal. It's like, okay, yeah, Serial, you were just stressed. But now that I don't have as much to do, I figured I'd take on some more, some things that weren't as stressful. I know people are probably thinking like a landarea would be super stressful, but honestly, like I'm going to try and make a go of it. I will. But like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not the end of the world for me. So I think from that respect, it's not going to be super stressful. But yeah, it's crazy times, I guess. I don't know what else to say about it. Like it's a lot of time that's gone into hitting this goal, and it seems like finally I'm going to be able to do it. And yeah, you can see here I've got like it looks like this run was not that good whatsoever. That's okay though, whatever. But yeah, you see I've got these clips of plot tokens I'm slowly selling off. You can see if you know my Arcadia Underground deeds, they're way down. But yeah, we're trying to just piecemeal things off and get the PEDs together, and then we'll make a big purchase. And I'm hoping people join me. I'm going to be, the price I might not talk about because yeah, I don't know if people want me to broadcast the price or not, anything like that. And look, I'm done now because I'm done hunting, because like ran through the shrapnel, ran through the universal ammo. Got to convert the rest of it. Got to convert everything else and get the PEDs and make a go of that. But there's a few other things I've got to run through, so maybe we'll make some more videos between now and then. But yeah, like, man, it's crazy. Like it's been, this is a goal I've had for almost 20 years. And we might finally have it accomplished. And if this video comes out, we do have it. Like if the video comes out, that's I'm sitting on the deed, and there's gonna be another video coming soon that's gonna be crazy. But yeah, man, it means I'm getting old, I guess. But look, if you're accomplishing goals and having a good time, getting old isn't that bad. That's the thing. That's all right. Life advice from Serial Lover Drive. That's one of the things I've learned too. Like when people are like, "Oh, the like whatever, like life is wasted on the young, youth is wasted on the young," something like that. Sort of bullshit, right? Like young waste the youth, and that's what everybody wants to do again, right? Like if you did it right, that's what you want. And honestly, for me, it's like, yeah, if I look, if I could do it all over again, I would, but I do exactly the same thing. So, yeah. Yeah, hopefully we're going to see each other again. And hopefully the next video, I'm going to have an even bigger smile on my face. And I already do because this is monumental. For some of you, it might be a video. For me, it's a lot more than that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support over the years. And hopefully I'm going to see you all again very soon because we're going to be doing something amazing. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.